I think a lot of people were on the tour this morning, but let's quickly, just in case people don't know what DAS is, it's Distributed Antenna System, and it's a way of putting a common infrastructure that multiple telephone carriers can use, and even Wi-Fi, I believe, in a building. You have cellular switching equipment outside in their boxes, and then they somehow pump that into you take it from there. What happens after that?
Yeah, well, for those of you who saw the tour earlier, we went down to the carrier's radio equipment down below. That's where the carrier signal is generated. They send it over to our equipment in a traditional manner via coax, so they're sending their RF signal over. Our head-end equipment then converts it to light wave, distributes it wherever we need it, and then once again, if you were on the tour this morning, you saw the remote locations. That's where the light wave is converted back into RF and sent out, once again, traditionally through coax to the antenna location.
So basically, an AT&T will put what they think of as a base station somewhere on the premises, and they'll put what they usually use, a coax that usually goes to an antenna, and then they walk away, and you kind of connect there, and it's your system from then on.
That's
and how
right.
come you choose fiber and light as a distribution medium?
Well, the distance, and there really is nothing else. If you take RF and you're running it through coax, as all of you know, there's loss, and you end up having to go larger and larger and larger with coax. Obviously, with fiber, you don't have to worry about that. It's sending a digital signal. You amplify the signal at the ultimate location.
So what are the fun stories? What kind of the problems and hiccups you have when you go into a building? You have every project has its issues.
Yeah. Well, here we had to deal with the fact that it is an operating hotel, and they were incredibly, actually ridiculously cooperative. They closed entire floors for us to work on. Obviously, that meant we needed to get in and out very quickly.
Did they let you sleep in the rooms while you're working, or?
No, we didn't get anywhere near the rooms. Oh. They wouldn't let us. They took down the light fixtures. They didn't want anything to get dusty. They were very cooperative, and the reason why they needed to get the coverage in, they needed to get it in here quickly. The hotel business is very competitive. Tulio will be talking about it, but they needed to get the coverage in here. So
Did they punch any holes? Do you use existing conduit? How physical is the construction?
Well, that's why we chose the vendor that we did. They're very good at dealing with what's available and designing around it. A lot of people come in and they say, well, the antennas have to be here and the infrastructure has to be there. It doesn't really work in a hotel like this. So we had to take advantage of a lot of the open spaces, and we did have to, cut into a few places, but it was very limited.
My name is Gannon Sutter, and I'm also with Crown Castle. I'm the Director of Sales, exclusively dedicated to our Distributed Antenna System division for the Western region.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tulio Hochkoepple. I'm the hotel manager here at the Four Seasons San Francisco. Been with Four Seasons for about 16 years, and particularly in this property for about a year and a half now.
The title of our topic is regarding the technical challenges of putting in a DAS. So I asked Rich about the ones that he felt there were from a Crown Castle perspective. What about as a hotel manager? Were there any glitches or challenges? What should other facilities managers worry about?
So I think the challenges there are, again, finding the right time to do the project, and then making sure that the communication is there between the project manager, ourselves as an operation, that it doesn't interfere with your day-to-day operation of a hotel, managing your customer expectations. Obviously, there's noise, there's dust. A customer at this level of type of property, they're not looking for that. So you've got to manage all of those types of things to ensure that when it's built properly, we're not going back again and doing double work, which I think is a big part of the success of it.